Hello, Taurus. Welcome back. This is your monthly reading, April 2024. Taurus, sun, moon, rising sign, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your monthly messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. And remember, Taurus, these are general readings. If you'd like insights into what's happening in your own personal life, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Taurus, we are going to have a look at the general messages that come through. Then we'll have a look at money and finances, love and relationships, overall health, any obstacles, blocks, or challenges, as well as overall message. Taurus. So Taurus, I feel there's something ending here, something you're leaving behind. This could be closure of some situation, something that you have been waiting to finish, waiting to tie up any loose ends. I'm feeling there could be something you may be investing time and energy into, something that you may be waiting to finish up. This could be a project for some of you, finishing up some project. I feel whatever this ending is, it has been challenging. There's been some pain associated with it. For some of you, it could be the end of some cycle or the end of something in which you've put in a lot of sweat equity, and there's a lot of fatigue associated with this, a lot of mental fatigue. I feel mentally it could include burnout, for example. Something that you've been pushing forward to finish. And for some of you, this could be a project. For some of you, I'm picking up something with the family, this could be in-laws, this could be immediate family. This could have to do with real estate. And Taurus, for some of you, I'm picking up investments, waiting on investments. I feel there could be something going on with assets or investments or money that you may be closing up, tying up loose ends, finishing up this month. Something that you've been determined to move forward with. And I feel, Taurus, I feel that you're ready to move on to something else. This is something that needs to be finished up, that you're going to be finishing up prior to moving on to some other project. For some of you, I'm picking up a real estate deal, to finish up some real estate deal or some kind of investments prior to moving on to another investment. And for some of you, I'm picking up something with the family, something that you've been waiting to close out, waiting to finish up, so you can essentially move on to something else. And I feel that there's been a lot of energy going into finishing up whatever this is. For some of you, this could be something that you've been working on with your partner. And I feel there's going to be some kind of sigh of relief from this. Because I'm feeling mentally it's been something that it may have been tiring. It may be causing some kind of burnout. I feel mentally it may be a little stressful, even tying up these last loose ends. But I feel you're already in this energy of moving on to something else. And I feel Taurus, for some of you, whatever this is that you're trying to finish up, I feel it may not be 100% complete. I feel you're ready to move on from it. You're trying to finish this up, but I feel almost, for some of you, Taurus, it may be something that you may be leaving behind without finishing it up 100%. Because I'm getting some energy here that there is something in which it may not be 100% complete. So for some of you, I feel it may be right at the finish line, but I feel that there's going to be this strong energy to want to move on from it, whatever this is. So if this is, for example, a house sale, for some of you, I'm picking up something possibly with a house sale. Or for some of you, literally a selling of a car. I'm picking up assets. And I feel that there could be this, whatever this is that you're trying to close up, there could be, for example, one thing that needs to be done that you're walking away from, for example. This could be having to contact one person that you may not want to contact. Or this could be having to find one other document that instead of looking for this document, you may have this feeling of just walking away. And I feel, Taurus, abandoning or leaving behind this, whatever this is that isn't 100% closed out, this could cause some kind of tricky situation at the end of the month. So if there is something that you're trying to close out, to make sure you close it out completely prior to moving on to something else. So if this is something that you have to sell, make sure that the contracts are done how they need to be done. Make sure that it's 100% finished prior to moving on to something else. Because I feel if it's not 100% closed out, I feel there could be some kind of tricky energy moving on to something else. So for some of you, for example, I'm picking up, if you're trying to sell something, make sure that it's 100% how it needs to be, that it's sold prior to moving on with something else. If you're trying to sell your house, for example, make sure it's 100% sold and finished. Everything is done how it needs to be done, because if you're trying to purchase a new house, for example, there could be some tricky situation purchasing a new house if you haven't finished selling your old house, for example. I'm getting this kind of energy. Or a car, or some kind of investments, or some kind of assets, or something having to do with family money. And for some of you, if you're dealing with a job, for example, I'm feeling there could be something, you may be moving on from a job. And I feel this could be telling your employer, for example, that you're leaving, you'll be starting a different job with another company, for example. But to make sure that there's closure with this job, with this relationship that you have with your boss, with the relationship that you have with your company. Because I'm picking something up, if it's not 100% closed out, moving forward, there could be some kind of tricky situation. For example, if you leave a job without telling your previous employer or your current employer, you may not be able to use that employer for a reference going forward into another position. So do make sure, whatever it is that you're doing, to make sure that it's closed out how it needs to be closed out. Because I'm seeing this energy could be strong. You may be thinking that you're at the finish line. You may be thinking that things are finished, things are done. And I feel the energy is going to be strong for you to want to move forward. but there could be a little bit sense of abandoning whatever this is at the 99% mark, for example. So make sure it's 100% closed out, whatever this is, so you can move forward without having to worry that everything has been completed, for example, to know that everything is finished out, that nothing is missing. So let's go ahead and check your money and finances. Okay, so Taurus, definitely money and finances is going to be a little bit tricky this month. So even going back to if this has to do with any investments, any assets, anything at all dealing with family money, do watch out for this energy. It is going to be tricky. If you're trying to sell anything this month, make sure that everything is closed out. Make sure that things are communicated clearly, that things are done how they need to be done. Pay attention to any contracts, any terms and conditions, anything with investments or sales. Make sure to check everything twice, to double check, because I am picking up some tricky energy in the area of money and finances. Make sure it's closed out properly prior to moving forward. And this is going to be a highlighted energy because we do have our Seven of Swords twice. So do pay extra attention to anything with money and finances, anything with sales, assets, investments, family money, real estate, anything with your job, if it has to do with the job. Do pay extra attention. So let's check your love and relationships. So love and relationships, Taurus, I'm picking up an energy of being a little more detached, being a little bit more reserved, a little bit more aloof when it comes to relationships this month. I'm picking up some kind of energy that you may be focused on something else. And especially if you're currently in a relationship, I'm picking up this energy that you may be focused, you may be concentrated on executing some kind of plan. I feel the energy, especially in areas of love this month, is going to be a more colder energy. So romantically speaking, Taurus, I feel you may have your energy directed towards something else. As far as anything that you may have going on with your partner, I feel conversation-wise, it's going to be more direct. I feel you'll have a stronger communication in relationships. I feel any kind of communication that you're trying to do with anybody this month is going to be direct. It's going to be clear. And I feel it's going to be focused on exactly what you want to do. So if you're dealing with your partner, I feel the conversation is going to be direct and logical. And Taurus, for some of you, I'm picking up, if you're single, you may have your eyes on somebody. This is for a small group of you. I'm seeing some kind of energy that you may have your eyes on somebody that is maybe playing a little bit hard to get. So you may be wanting to pursue somebody. You may be looking towards somebody that may be difficult to approach, may be playing hard to get, may be not showing so much interest in you. So for singles in the month of April, love and relationships is going to be a little more challenging. I'm picking up something a little more challenging because I feel if you are interested in somebody, this person may be playing hard to get. This person may be hard to get to know. They may be coming off as a little bit more reserved, a little bit more cold. Taurus. So let's check your overall health. Okay. Overall health, Taurus, I feel it's going to be relatively stable health-wise. We do have our Hermit, and this is the second time the Hermit comes up for this month as well. So I feel health-wise, I feel it's going to be stable. Physical health, mental and emotional health. There could be a little bit of stress having to finish up whatever this is, close out whatever this is. But I feel overall, health is going to be relatively neutral. I feel it's going to be a more contemplative month, thinking about what you need to do and how to accomplish what it is that you need to do. And I feel you're going to be focused and thinking about how to tie up any loose ends. Health-wise, I feel the energy is going to be relatively stable. So let's go ahead and check your overall challenge for the month of April, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. So the challenge is whatever this new thing is. This is essentially novita. So this is something new that's coming in. This is going to be news that you may receive, or some new thing that you want to start. In our challenge position, whatever this is, make sure that this is closed out first. Because there could be challenges starting whatever this new thing is. If it's a new project, if it's a new relationship, if it's a new job, or if it's purchasing, making some new purchase. Make sure this is closed out first, because this news or whatever this new thing is can be some kind of obstacle if these are not essentially closed out first. Especially in areas of money and finances, make sure that things are done correctly, how they need to be done, prior to moving forward with something else. And so let's check the overall message. Power. This is essentially our card of power, meaning that there's some kind of feeling of having some kind of control over the situation. Some kind of control, some kind of power, and essentially these goals and objectives that you're trying to reach. For some of you, I'm also picking up trying to gain some kind of knowledge, some kind of wisdom, and using this wisdom prior to moving forward with something else. I'm also picking up experience and wisdom. And so this could be going back to finishing up whatever this is, making sure that prior to moving forward with something, whatever this new thing is, close out any loose ends with something else. And so remember, your energy overall for the month of April is this power energy. It's going to be a very favorable energy for you this month to make sure to be wise when dealing with any transactions, closing anything out. Be wise, use the experience that you have to avoid any tricky situations, and to be able to move forward with whatever this new thing is without having any residual energy from things that you essentially need to leave behind. Taurus. And so that is your message for this month. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.